Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In the Dirt, right here on YouTube. My name is Tim Baltz. Glad you could join us here once again. It's championship week, and we have got a lot to cover. But first of all, we got to recognize some of our great sponsors here in 2023. First of all, Disaster RX DKI, Rita Wickers Campground, Draper Doors, and Alexandria Home Hardware. Well, a lot of new winners this week and a lot of track champions to be crowned, and some drivers won multiple championships at all sorts of different racetracks. We got a lot to cover, so we're going to come right back very shortly. Stick around, like and subscribe if you've not done so already. You're watching In the Dirt. Come right back.
Rita Wickers is the place to be.
Rita Wickers Campground is taking reservations for fall and the 2024 camping season now. Kingston's best camping destination with overnight camping available all fall. Fall is a beautiful time to come camp at the gated community in historic Kingston, Ontario. And it's never too early to book your favorite site for the 2024 camping season. Just 10 minutes to downtown Kingston and 1 kilometer off the 401. Great fall fishing on Colonel by Lake, part of the world-famous Rideau Canal water system of lakes and locks. Contact RideauAcres.com or 613-546-2711.
Welcome back to In the Dirt, ladies and gentlemen, right here on YouTube. Again, like and subscribe if you've not done so already. We really do appreciate that support. Well, as we mentioned, a lot of track champions and a lot of new feature winners this week, so let's get right to it, shall we? Rockville, Ontario Speedway, it was championship night there. Kyle Dingwall collected his second feature win of the season in the 358 modified division. Bobby Harrington for his 7th win of the year in Sportsman. Paul Donnelly, emotional win for him, collecting the novice Sportsman checkered flag, with Hayden Brown winning the mini stock feature and PM Promotions Dirt Car Pro Stock Championship, the feature rather, to Tyler Bushy. And our track champions that were crowned on Saturday night, Ryan Arbuthnot was the champion for a third time in the Dirt Car 358 Modifieds. Bobby Harrington and Dirt Car Sportsman for a third straight year. Tyler Bushy, he picked up the PM Promotions Dirt Car Pro Stock Championship. It was Brandon McMillan, the mini stock champion, and Dylan Moore was the novice sportsman champion. Can-Am Speedway Dirt Car 358 modified checkered flag to Tim Fuller for his third of the season and his third straight track championship. Dirt Car Sportsman Ryan Shanahan, his second win of the year, and Tyler Corcoran, his fourth consecutive Dirt Car Sportsman Championship. Limited Sportsman feature, Dylan Moore is on a roll this year, another win at Can-Am. Pete Stefanski won the Pro Stock feature, and of course he picked up his first track championship. Bruno Richard, his first career win in the crate sprint car division, Josh Verne Jr. was crowned the track champion. Francis White, well, he already had the title locked up. He went out in fine style with his fourth win of the season. 358 modified feature at the Mohawk International Raceway on Thursday night over there to Louis Jackson Jr. Chris Raby was crowned the track champion once again in the modified division. You'll hear that name a few more times in this show. Sportsman feature to Cedric Govro. It was Nick Haywood for his second career track championship there. Pro Stock feature to Zach Daniels and Kevin Federley Jr., another Pro Stock Championship at the Mohawk International Raceway. Limited Sportsman feature to Ja'Cory Thompson, and was Ty David the champion there. Mini Stock feature to Francis White, his second win of the weekend, and CJ Smith was the champion in their Mini Stock division. Brighton Speedway had their Labor Day weekend, kicking things off Saturday, September the 2nd. In 360 sprint car action, it was Nick Sheridan picking up the checkered flag. Sean Gregory victorious in Canadian Modified. Charlie Sandercock victorious in the crate late models. Matt Billings won the Action Sprint Tour National Series race. By the way, side note, Adam Turner finished second in Canadian Modified, Crate Late Model, and Action Sprint Tour events that weekend. Very impressive, Adam. And Tyson Gregory victorious in mini stocks on Saturday. Brighton Speedway Sunday, it was Dylan Westbrook in 360 sprint car action. The Action Sprint Tour National Series first career win for Andrew Hennessy. Congratulations, Andrew. Zach Humphrey in Comp 4 and Brock Gregory in the Thunder Stocks. Big night at the Cornwall Motor Speedway. Canadian National Series feature went to Kerry Terrance, his first series win of the season. Felix Waugh collected the series championship. Corey Wheeler was the 358 modified track champion for an unprecedented third time in his career. Thomas Cook was victorious in the Race for the Cure Sportsman Series event. Shane Pecor notched the Race for the Cure Sportsman Series title for a record fourth time. Gabriel Sear was crowned the Sportsman track champion. Pro Stock feature went to Gabrielle Couette. It was Mark Lalone grabbing the track championship. Mini Stock feature to Marc-Andre Voyer in the Eastern Ontario Mini Stock Series. James Clark collected the track championship, while Pierre Picard won the Eastern Ontario Mini Stock Series. Autodrome Granby 358 modified checkered flag to David Hebert and the track championship over there. William Racine won his 21st race of the season. Very impressive. And by the way, another track championship at Granby. Pro Stock, Gabrielle Couette is on a roll. His second win of the weekend. Bruno Cyr was crowned the champion. Sport Compact went to Matthew Vogel, and Dominic Blais was crowned the track champion. Autodrome Drummond 358 modified checkered flag to veteran Mario Claire over there at Drummond, and Chris Raby notched his third track championship of the season at Autodrome Drummond, and the first driver from Ontario to win the track championship at Drummond. Congratulations, Chris. Sportsman checkered flag to Antoine Perrot for a second time this season. William Racine, another track title. Open semi-pro street stock to Patrice Foster, and it was Pierre Hebert, veteran modified campaigner, winning the Speedster feature. Airborne Speedway, of course, they already crowned their 358 modified champion. Chris Raby got that locked up. The Dirt Car Sportsman feature went to Chris Kaye for his second win of the year. Travis Bruno was the crowned the track champion once again. Renegades, Tyler Irwin was the feature winner. It was Richie Turner collecting the championship. Bob Loire in Limited Sportsman for the feature win. In street stock, Speedy Brezette collected the checkered flag, but they had co-champions for their street stock division. Josh Laporte and Ryan Senecal will share the track championship. Albany Saratoga Speedway Dirt Car Big Block modified checkered flag to Mark Johnson. Finally, he says, I got a win here at Malta. It was Demetrius Drelos picking up his first ever Albany track championship. Tim Hartman Jr. was victorious in Dirt Car Sportsman. Andrew Buff picked up the track championship. Pat Miner was victorious in Limited Sportsman. Kyle Horde won the Pro Stock feature. It was Richie Crane picking up the title there. Four-cylinder feature went to Adam Montville and Matt Mosier in the street stocks. Barrage Speedway in Vermont, it was Jason Gray collecting his sixth feature win of the year in Dirt Car Sportsman. The Dirt Car Sportsman Coupes went to Terry Williams. Justin Sheridan in the Extreme Dirt Car Midgets, Matt Lashua, Sportsman driver, jumped into a late model and won a feature Saturday night. John Fields won the Stalker feature, and the Ridge Runner feature went to Keith Manser. Brewerton Speedway, Big Block Modified feature win to Lightning Larry White over there at Brewerton. Tim Sears Jr. collected the track championship in the Big Blocks. Dirt Car Sportsman feature win to Richard Murtaugh, with Zach Sabaka the champion crowned in Dirt Car Sportsman. They had the Empire Super Sprints there as well. Paulie Colagiovanni won his second of the season. Joe Isabel won the Mod Light feature, and Nate Powers in four-cylinder. The Fulton Speedway Dirt Car 358 modified checkered flag, first career win for Chris Mackey after moving up from the sportsman ranks. Tim Sears Jr. notched his second track championship over there at Fulton. Dirt Car Sportsman Andrew and Zach Buff split the sportsman twin bill, but it was Andrew Buff collecting his second track championship of the weekend. Hobby Stock feature went to John Petrovich. He also claimed the track championship. And Novice Sportsman went to Rick Kinney in Kingston Sprague. Lebanon Valley had the Super Dirt Car Series Big Block Modifieds in attendance. For Mr. Dirt Track USA, it was $15,500 to win. Andy Bacchetti did it again. Picked up Mr. Dirt Track USA. He also claimed the track championship for the Big Blocks. Kevin Ward was victorious in Sportsman. Anthony Maxon in Budget Sportsman. Tom Dean won number 2 of the year in Dirt Car Pro Stocks, but Chad Jessio got the track championship for the Pro Stocks. Land of Legend Speedway, the Doctor was back in the house. Danny Johnson back in Victory Lane at Land of Legend. And as we mentioned in a couple of shows prior, Justin Hares was crowned the 2023 champion. Green League George picked up the Dirt Car Sportsman checkered flag. First career win there. It was Bobby Perro in the 305 Sprints. Jimmy Grant won the Street Stock feature. It was Nate Peckham in Hobby Stocks and Brad Sawyer in the Legend Sportsman division. Speaking of legends, how about we go to Merrittville Speedway? Pete Bicknell collected the checkered flag for the feature win, and we lost count of how many track championships he's won now, but he picked up another title at the Merrittville Speedway in modified competition. It was Chad Chevalier winning the Dirt Car Sportsman feature, but Cody McPherson won the championship. Four-cylinder, it was Olivier Laroque collecting the checkered flag in a close battle, but Alex Riley was crowned the champion. Mod Light feature went to Brent Bigelow. He also claimed the track championship, and Dave Bailey narrowly got the track championship in Hoosier Stocks, but Mark Fawcett won the feature event. Glen Ridge Speedway, the Dirt Car Pro Stock champion was Luke Horney. He also grabbed his 8th feature win of the season. Lance Willix notched his 5th of the year in the Dirt Car 358 Modifieds, but Jordan McCready was the track champion. In Dirt Car Sportsman, Cody Oaks collected another checkered flag, 2nd of the year there, but Andrew Buff did it again, his 3rd track championship this weekend. Limited Sportsman to Zach Graham, Mini Stocks to Damian Ward, All-Star Slingshots to AJ Albretta, Junior Slingshots to Bodie Marks, and Jason Samrov doubled up, winning both Street Stock features on Sunday night. Genesee Speedway, the Sportsman division went to Phil Vigneri. The 3rd over there was Doug Ricotta in Rush Late Models. Noah Pangrazio in the Novice Sportsman ranks, John Zimmerman in Street Stocks, James Gayton in the Mini Stock division. Bandit went to Joey Swick, and Johnny Smith won the Micro Sprint feature. Ransomville Speedway, Dirt Car 358 Modified checkered flag to Eric Rudolph. It was his 3rd small block win there and 4th overall after winning the Super Dirt Car Series race there a couple of weeks ago. But Money Matt Williamson collected another Ransomville title. Dirt Car Sportsman feature to Cody McPherson, win number 3 of the season there, but former Mod Light star Derek Wagner was crowned the Dirt Car Sportsman champion. Street Stock feature to Brandon Sherwood. Ken Cambridge won the Street Stock championship. Dylan Adamczak won the Novice Sportsman feature, and Ryan Plant in the Mini Stocks. Thunder Mountain Speedway ran on Sunday night. Jimmy Zacharias won the Big Block Modified feature, and we talked about this a couple of shows ago. Darren Smith collected his 1st Modified championship. Dirt Car Sportsman feature to Randy Brokaw. It was 600cc Modified feature to Tom Donahue. Rich Sharpstein won the Factory Stock feature, Micro Sprints to Mike Smith. In the Chad Sindani Memorial Street Stock feature, that went to Brian Rhodes. Devil's Bowl Speedway in Vermont, they had a big weekend. It was the Vermont 200 weekend. We'll talk a little bit about that. On Saturday, September the 2nd, Dom Roselli won a qualifying race for the Sportsman Modified division. Bob Kilborn was victorious in Limited Sportsman. It was Ronnie Alger in Mini Stocks. Rob Steele won the Crown Vic division. We'll move over to Sunday, September the 3rd. The Vermont 200 went to Matt Janzik, his 1st 200-lap feature win over there at Devil's Bowl. Jack Lehner, Super Dirt Car Series star, was 2nd. Peyton Talbot, Gary Edwards the 3rd, and Zach Sabatka picked up top 5 finishes there. Patrick Miner was victorious in Novice Sportsman. They had 3 segments for their mini sprint division. Ray Hansen won the 1st segment, and Logan Dennis swept the final 2 segments to be crowned the overall winner. Oshwegan Speedway Friday night, Mike Bowman in Victory Lane in 360 sprint car action. It was Steve Murdoch victorious in crate sprints. Donnie Lampman in the Thunderstock division, 4-cylinder checkered flag went to Kyle Rothwell. Orange County Fair Speedway, they were off this week, so no report there. Humberstone Speedway had their Labor Day Classic. Adam Leslie won the Dirt Car Sportsman feature over Brad Rouse, Jay Mallory, Jessica Power, and Curtis Friesen. Pete Reed won the Street Stock feature over there. Chad Holman in the crate late models. Doug Gordon in Vintage. Kenny Hare won the Mini Stock feature. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the champions and all the feature winners that we have here on this program. We'll have more on next week's show, but we got a lot of racing that's coming up here in the next couple of weeks, so stick around. We'll go through all that. Come right back. You're watching In the Dirt.
Draper Doors is your garage door and retractable screen experts. For sales, service, and installation of garage doors, electric door openers, retractable screens, or custom doors, it's Draper Doors. Draper Doors offers 24-hour service at 613-544-2269. If you're replacing your garage door of any size, call for a quote today at 613-544-2269. Remember, call Draper Doors if you can't get it up. Alexandria Home Hardware is your home and garden headquarters. Come in for all our fall deals of both inside and outside your home, your office, or your new building project. We've got lumber, and right now it's at the lowest price in a long time. Be sure to check our home hardware savings flyer every week for price saving specials. Come into our garden center and see the huge selection of fall deals. Our friendly staff is here to assist you for all your shopping at Alexandria Home Hardware. Don't forget you can shop 24 hours a day online at Home Hardware.
Well, we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, on In the Dirt. Again, like and subscribe if you've not done so already. We really do appreciate that support. Well, as we talked about, a lot of racetracks, they're either taking weekends off or it's enduro time, or even some racetracks still have to crown some track champions, so we'll go through what's going on at your local racetrack. Of course, the Brockville, Ontario Speedway, we are off this weekend, but a big show coming up on Sunday, September the 17th. That is the Monster Enduro. Entry forms and start times will be available very shortly on our website and Facebook pages. Can-Am Speedway is the showdown at sundown for the Dirt Car 358 Modified Series and Dirt Car Sportsman Series. It's the 5th annual John Burr Memorial over there for the Dirt Car Sportsman. Action Sprint Tour East Series along with the Ron White Memorial for the Thunder Cars racing starts there at 7 o'clock. Mohawk International Raceway, they're off this weekend. They're getting prepared for their Mohawk Nationals weekend on September 15th and 16th. Cornwall Speedway, they have their annual Fireball Enduro September the 9th and 10th. Check out their website for further details on that one. Brighton Speedway, they're going to crown track champions, and of course it's the Danny Reed Memorial for the Canadian Modified Division. Danny Reed was an incredible race car driver, and this is how they honor him with a big 50-lap Canadian Modified feature. Late models will be on hand along with the Comp 4, mini stocks, and the Stingers as well. Racing gets underway over there at 7 o'clock. Airborne Speedway, their season is done. They've crowned their track champions, and the season is now complete. Autodrome Granby, it's the Rebel weekend coming up September the 8th and 9th, featuring the 358 Modified Sportsman Pro stocks. The future sportsmen will be there. Mod Lights, Lightning Sprints, the Speedsters, junior and senior slingshots will be there as well, and you want to check their website for start times also. Autodrome Drummond Race Mania 19 will get underway on Saturday, September the 16th, featuring the 358 Modified, Sportsman Pro Stocks, Lightning Sprints, Open Semi-Pro Street Stock feature. They'll have one of those. Speedsters, Mod Lights, Junior, Senior Slingshots, and yes, they're going to start very early with a 3 p.m. start time over there at Drummond. RPM Speedway, they're off until September 28th through the 30th. They got a big triple header weekend scheduled there. Brewerton Speedway, well, they're off for a little while. They'll have the 30th Hurricane Harvey 75 for the Dirt Car 358 Modifieds, plus the Dirt Car Sportsman Series will be there. That will kick off Super Dirt Week 51. Fulton Speedway, the Outlaw 200 weekend is closing in. They'll have a test and tune session for that event on September the 19th, and the weekend of racing starts on the 28th of September. The 200 runs on the 30th. Shawinigan Speedway, it's championship night on Friday night for the 360 Sprints, Crate Sprint Cars, Thunder Stocks, and Mini Stocks at 7 o'clock. Devil's Bowl Speedway, again, they had a big weekend, but they're not done racing yet. They've still got a regular show with Sportsman Modifieds, Limited, and Novice Sportsman as well. 500cc Mini Sprints, along with the Mini Stocks, and the popular USAC DMA Midgets will be there, and it's kids' bike races as well. Free admission for those who work with the Heritage Family Credit Union. I guess if you bring your ID over there, you can get in for absolutely free at Devil's Bowl in Vermont. Racing starts at 6 o'clock. Glen Ridge Speedway, it's First Responders Night in a full program with racing starting at 6 p.m. Maryville Speedway, they'll have the Southern Ontario Sprint Car Series, plus the Dirt Car Sportsman, Hoosier Stocks, Mod Light, and 4-cylinders all at 7 p.m. Genesee Speedway is off this weekend, but they're preparing for their championship night coming up Saturday, September the 16th. Thunder Mountain Speedway, their season is done as well, and congratulations to all of their champions and feature winners. Ransomville Speedway, they'll have the Mateo Hope Street Stock King of the Hill Memorials, $1,000 to win for them, plus the Modified, Sportsman, Novice Sportsman, and Mini Stocks. Racing gets underway at the Big R at 7:15. Land of Legends Speedway, they're off this weekend, but they're coming back September the 15th and 16th with a big show there for Dirt Car Big Block Modified, Sportsman, 305 Sprint, Street Stocks, and Hobby Stocks. Racing gets underway at 6:30 p.m. both nights. Lebanon Valley Speedway, well, they got final points night for 358 Modified, Sportsman, Street Stock, Limited Sportsman, and 4-cylinders. Racing starts at 7 o'clock on Saturday night there. Bear Ridge Speedway, they're back for another full program of racing with the Dirt Car Sportsman division, along with Dirt Car Sportsman and Coupes. They got the late models there, the Stocker division, Ridge Runners will be there, along with the Mini Sprints, and they're giving bikes away to kids. It's going to be a big night at Bear Ridge. Racing starts at 6 p.m. The Weed Sport Speedway Cavalcade weekend comes up this coming following weekend, they'll have the Dirt Car 358 Modified Series Saturday, September the 9th. The Empire Super Sprints will be there as well with us, and the Micro Sprints racing will be on at 7 o'clock on Saturday. Action shifts Sunday. The Super Dirt Car Series Big Block Modifieds will be on hand, plus a 75-lap Dirt Car Sportsman Series Classic. Start time there is at 6 p.m. Sunday. We mentioned the Super Dirt Car Series. They'll be at the Wheat Sport Speedway Sunday, September the 10th, part of the Cavalcade weekend, as we mentioned. And if you can't make it there live, you can watch it on Dirt Vision, and race time starts there at 7 o'clock. Dirt Car 358 Modified Series, they'll be at the Can-Am Speedway for the 8th Annual John Burr Memorial with the Dirt Car Sportsman Series. As we mentioned, the Sportsman cars will be at Can-Am on Friday night. Dirt Car Pro Stocks, they're off for a little while, but they're back on September the 23rd for the massive Malta weekend over there at Albany, Saratoga. Well, before we end in the dirt right here on YouTube, in this segment, we have to talk about a couple of people who suffered some injuries this past Saturday night at the Brockville Speedway. Danny O'Brien was testing a vintage car for his car owner, Steve Polite, and unfortunately lost control of the car going into turn number 3 and flipped pretty violently coming off the top of the corner. Sustained some minor injuries, but from what we were told by Danny, he is home and resting and is going to be healed up fairly quickly. And also, we wanted to give a special well wish to tow truck driver Corey Portis, who was struck by an oncoming ATV headed to the scene of that accident that same night. Corey suffered just some bruising and is pretty sore, but Corey is going to recover quickly. And well wishes from In the Dirt right here to both Corey and Danny O'Brien. Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our program right here on In the Dirt. Of course, we want to thank some of our great sponsors that have helped us throughout 2023. Disaster RX DKI, Rita Waker's Campground, Home Hardware, and Draper Doors. Well, again, a lot of racing action coming up at your local racetrack, and a lot of people preparing for some big 2- and 3-day weekends as well. We'll have all the results from all the racing action coming up next week and more weekends to come. You've been watching In the Dirt. We'll see you at the races.